Welcome everybody to Poop Reacts. Welcome everybody back to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode, This is Naruto Shippuden episode 169. What happened last time?
Oh yeah, last time,
Dun, 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 dun,
yeah,
dun, dun,
was
dun.
Naruto versus Pain. And
the reboot.
With the epic song, so that's how you know the fight's gonna turn out okay.
Yeah. But also he had Sage mode, so...
Yeah, he did.
I'd like some clarification, if you would. I didn't ask for it last episode, but I'd like some clarification on why he needed the scroll in the first place. Because if Naruto in front of us could just release the jutsu, and like, why wouldn't he just, like, can he not release the jutsu if they're far away?
And it only released because he completely lost...
And I'll preface this question. If it's just, they changed it because whatever, and it's kind of, you know, just go with it, we're fine with that, if that's the thing, I guess. At least I am. I don't know about you. The scroll was really cool that he wore it like Jiraiya.
But I could understand why they wouldn't want him to need a scroll.
I wish he did need a scroll all the time. That would actually be kind of cool if he needed to carry around a scroll like that. It'd be like a token of Jiraiya. But and as I've informed you, he doesn't wear that outfit or use that scroll. He doesn't carry that with him for the rest of the show, as far as I remember. It was just a cool outfit swap for this specific encounter, but it doesn't make it any less cool to me.
But also we had the fourth Hokage stuff. That was all last episode as well, right?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird
insane
thing where half the episode was that, and then the other half of the episode was the fight. But
they spent exactly the amount of time that they needed, and nothing more on what they wanted to get across, and it was perfect.
It was a really good episode.
Yeah, we learned about Madara lying to Sasuke about using the Nine Tails according to the fourth Hokage.
Which I don't see why the dead fourth Hokage would really have a reason to lie
to his son.
But I do see why Madara, who's known to be evil and is the leader of an evil organization, would have a reason to lie to someone else that he didn't really care about and was trying to use.
Yeah, so that's an interesting bit of information. What else is he lying about? Or was that the only lie, or is there any other...
It seemed like a lot of it, we talked about it before, but it seemed like a lot of it was the truth with maybe a couple lies sort of just mixed in.
Is there anything else that stuck to you in that conversation, real quick? Just anything else that stuck to you in that conversation of being, like, weird? That you can remember, like, off the top of your head, or like any weird grinding weird stuff that was like, I guess so?
I don't know, because the only things that were kind of inconsistencies were he didn't bring the fox that time, which has now been proven that he was lying about, and the whole stealing his eyes from his brother was like a willing thing. Yeah,
his brother willingly gave him his eyes.
Which, that also could have been a lie to, like,
because the way Itachi told it, Itachi said, and Itachi was mask on at that point, of, like, he said that he, like, stole, like, it was, in the flashback, or, like, the representation of that, we saw Madara, like, prying his eye out, like Itachi was trying to do to Sasuke.
But at the same time, Itachi could have been lying there to, like, hype up the story, to make it seem more real to Sasuke, or
make Madara seem shittier.
Yeah, or Madara could be lying.
It could be
well.
either at
I
this
think
point.
Either way,
because all the information as far as that is concerned was told to us by liars, so it's difficult to hash that out. Regardless, we're not talking about Itachi and Madara right now. We're talking about the fourth Hokage and Pain. And Naruto said he wants to talk. And Pain didn't seem very receptive to that, because Naruto doesn't have answers. Any kind of talk at this point, you had your chance to, like, sell me on your plan, and you lost it. You don't have fucking answers. Fuck you. Give me the Nine Tails. That's the surest path, because talking to you is pointless. You're stalling.
But who knows, maybe right before he dies horribly, Naruto will, like, win him over with the power of youth.
Power of youth.
With the power of believe it.
The power of youth indeed.
I don't know. Naruto seems to have that anime protagonist, like, way of anything. Like, they can convince people of anything if it's done in the right way. Like, you know, he brought Gaara.
Talk no jutsu.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens this episode. I'm really excited. There's 6 canon episodes left in this arc, so we'll see what happens in this episode. And they know where oh, that was the other thing. He knows where Pain is, so he can go there regardless. It's just about getting past Tendo Pain, whether Nagato lets it happen or whether Nagato's gonna fucking fight him with Tendo Pain.
Tendo Pain is pretty in rough shape at this point.
That's true, but he does have the interval is back. He can fully use his shit again, so we'll see.
Well, he's also in rough shape, so...
Nagato, his physical body is in rough shape. It's increasingly like he'll need to cough up blood and then lose like contact for a second. That's how Hinata got that punch in. Regardless, we're getting into it. Let's go. Like and subscribe, please, if you like Naruto, if you like us. Patreon if you want to get a week ahead. Link in the description, and support the official release. Come here to hear what we have to say, see our reaction review. I've seen the show, Lindsay hasn't. Don't come here to rewatch the show. We're not using the footage as a substitute, we're using it as a reference so that you understand what we're talking about. Let's go. Naruto Shippuden, episode 169.
Lee, we're gonna back up Naruto. Let's go.
Right.
No, wait. Please don't. You'll only get in his way if you do.
But Pain destroyed the leaf. Naruto cannot do this alone.
Naruto has a plan he intends to follow. Let's put our faith in him.
You with no answers and no solutions. Just give up!
They have to put their faith in Naruto after all this shit, after everything he's been through. And the loop is closed, the thread connects. This is the first fight in this arc ended with a fucking Rasengan to the chest, taking out the pain. And then Naruto did the same thing. Really stuck the landing there.
What has happened?
The final remaining pain has been broken.
Naruto fucking did it, man. All of them. You really wanna... He's about to stab himself with that.
These rods were how all of the Pains got their chakra.
Taking them out?
If I take them out, he shouldn't be able to move anymore.
You're being smart. What a smart guy.
That one was just in a dead body.
Are you going?
Yeah.
Then you'll need reinforcements.
No. No one else. I'm going alone.
Thank fuck for that.
You're all here. Thank goodness. We were...
You like they all have that chainmail?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. All of you. Especially you. Thanks, Sakura. I'm so relieved. It's good to have you back. Everyone, Naruto has defeated the last Pain.
Yes! Just leave it to Naruto!
How is Naruto doing? He's okay. Such good news. I'm so glad. Naruto.
So, where is Naruto now?
He's going by himself to where the real Pain is.
But why would he do something so reckless?
Fucking Neji.
We have to follow him.
Right.
Wait.
Right.
He doesn't want any help.
What? He doesn't?
I don't care. He's done enough alone. And besides, he's weakened right now. Lady Katsuyu, lead us to Naruto.
Shikaku.
Oh,
And
yeah,
Inoichi.
they've been looking.
Oh, and they brought a Hugo with them, too.
What do you see?
Ko. Oh, it's the same one that was Hinata's, like, attendant when she was little.
Naruto!
What's up, Masters?
The fact that you're here by yourself, does that mean that you finally defeated the sixth Pain?
You didn't take a Katsuyu?
Yeah.
Feels like that's a... Like you really should.
Doesn't really matter who won.
Tell us what happened.
I don't know. It's hard to explain.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
I'm on my way to see the real pain right now. And please, don't try and follow me. I need to go on alone.
What do you think he's planning?
Naruto, have you figured out where the real pain can be found?
Yeah, there's something I want to check out.
Check something out? And what is that?
I want to talk to him. The real pain.
What? You're just talking nonsense now, Naruto. Don't get me wrong, we're all grateful that you defeated Pain. But just talk? No! It's too late for that!
Then tell me, if we go and destroy the real pain, all his minions, his village and everything else, would that settle things?
And what good will talking to him do? Pain is an enemy who destroyed the whole league. We can never forgive him!
If we kill all the people across the sea, will we finally be free?
You think I'd forgive him? I want to crush him for what he did to our village and to everyone!
Then why do it?
Inuichi, let's respect Naruto's wishes.
Shikaku, what are you...
He's the one who stopped the other pains, so I think he has a right to speak to the real one. Besides, I'm sure he's got something special in mind for this meeting.
Yeah, but...
That's enough. Just let him go.
Thank you, Mr. Shikaku.
Ko, watch him.
Why did you agree to let him go without us?
Because of my son.
What do you mean?
Where'd you go?
Well, I went to lecture Naruto to tell him not to be all depressed. It was a drag, but I couldn't help myself. The kid's got something that no one else has.
Something?
He's going to become a very important shinobi for this village someday. I'm sure of it. When I'm with Naruto, he makes me want to follow him, to walk by his side, no matter what.
Fucking Shikamaru, man.
So he's just so wise.
But he said that to me.
Never praises anyone.
There's really something special about Naruto. I believe in him now. We should put our faith in Naruto.
Big fucking gamble. After this dude just, wow. After Pain did all that shit, it all comes down to this. Sage mode. Paper tree. Is that gross? It's just paper.
But it just seems weird. Ugh.
Kona, stay out of this.
But Nagato,
It's all right.
are you him? Are you the real pain?
You look like you're in a lot of pain.
So the peacemaker comes stumbling in at last. Tell me, do you hate me now? Do you wish to exact revenge on me?
Killing Nagato and achieving vengeance isn't going to do a single thing to change the world. You will only get personal satisfaction.
As long as we have this ninja system, this monster called hate will live. And it will give birth to more pains. Like, to be a ninja means that you must confront hatred, and every one of us must battle against it.
You could not find the answer, then there's nothing more you can do. So do the just thing and simply sacrifice yourself to me, and to the peace that I shall soon construct.
Shooting the messenger, bro? Didn't know that. I forgot that thing had a gun on it.
From this short distance, I'm able to completely manipulate your every move with my chakra. But don't worry, I've avoided your vital spots because you're invaluable to me, Jinchuriki.
Sage Fox mode? Go ahead. You want my fucking chakra?
What's wrong?
Sure, that's a good idea.
He deliberately let me.
I came here intending to talk to you, but I also wanted to check something out.
What?
I wanted to see how I would actually feel if I stood before my enemy. I wondered what I'd do. I didn't even really know myself. And I really can't forgive you! I want to kill you so badly I can't stop shaking!
Even I'm able to see that there's entirely too much hate in this shinobi world of ours.
Pervy Sage said he truly believed that the day would come when everyone would understand one another. To tell you the truth, I wasn't really paying much attention to what he was saying. He said he would pass on his quest to me. I was just excited that he was complimenting me as a student. Thinking back now, I finally understand what he was trying to say. That nothing in this world is that simple.
However, that still doesn't change the fact that you cannot forgive me. Human love is not so worthless that you can sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, you're right about that, that's for sure.
Jiraiya Sensei's words reflect an idealism from an era that is long gone. Reality is too different. But you said you would take me down, and that you'd bring peace to this shinobi world. But those are just more empty words. All you really want is to exact your own personal revenge. If that's your idea of justice, then so be it. You are not a god. Now that you see reality for what it is, can you truly still believe in Jiraiya Sensei's ridiculous words and outdated thoughts?
When I found out that you'd been Pervy Sage's students too, I thought of something that I'd been wanting to ask you.
What?
How is it possible that you were all his students and still ended up the way you are now? I can see that you're not like those other Akatsuki. The ones who just seem to enjoy killing. I don't really know anything about you yet. So, I need to hear your stories. Then I'll give you my final response.
Very well.
Judge Naruto.
Everything about our pain.
That's it!
The episode seemed like 5 minutes long.
It really did. And they didn't actually talk that much. What, did he get there like halfway through? A little over.
Yeah. He just got there at like the end.
What'd you think of that episode?
Decent episode. We did have a little bit of
a recap?
Recap-y, slight, not necessarily filler, but like...
filibustering.
Yeah. Bulking it up a bit so that they wouldn't get
They also, before the OP, showed a bit like the guy sensei.
Yeah,
like
which
them
is weird
being
because they said skip recap, and we were like, that's not a recap, but it was just something from the episode put there.
And then like they said the same thing of like
Slightly
Guy and
different later,
Neji
yeah.
were like, let's go, and then Katsuyu's like, yeah, no.
Yeah, interesting episode. Hinata's fine. Yeah, they got caught up. Shikamaru, the stuff with Shikamaru's dad was pretty cool. How Shikamaru was just like, yeah, Naruto's a special guy. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting, and even more, I guess it just shows again how cool Shikamaru is. I feel like everything Shikamaru does just makes him even cooler. But the ability for, like, they're still kids, pretty much. Like, they're still just teenagers. But for him to have enough, you know, maturity and understanding of things, he's not jealous of Naruto. He's not just like, doesn't see that Naruto's special and then hate him for it. He sees that Naruto's special and
wants
like
to help him.
Recognizes it and wants Naruto to be special and do what he's meant to do. Mm-hmm. Which is a really mature thing to do, because most of the time if your friends are doing better than you or just naturally better than you in a certain way. Like, they're not even
trying as hard as you are, but they're achieving way more.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that Shikamaru is not necessarily, like, trying super hard to...
Yeah, he is.
He's trying...
Yeah, he is. No. He is trying so hard. Like, he didn't before, but then Tamari was like, hey, maybe if you weren't such a piece of shit and complaining all the time, then you'd actually be worth something. And he was like, oh, that woman. And then he... tried. Like, there was other things as well, but he's, like, fully taking on the responsibility and going far above and beyond what someone his rank and, like, station is supposed to be doing.
I guess, but what I'm saying is Shikamaru is not necessarily going out of his way to try to be an I don't think Shikamaru views himself as an inspiration to other people.
No.
Even though he is, but he can recognize that in Naruto, that Naruto has the ability to be a leader and inspire people just by being himself, and he can understand that is like a valuable thing.
Yeah.
To the village and just to everyone in general.
Really important. Mm-hmm. Right.
So it is cool that he like recognizes that and told that to his dad, and that his dad, you know, listened and understood. Like Shikaku is really. Like, he's a really cool dad.
They have a really good relationship.
Yeah, he really understands him, and he as well seems to understand that his son is like him, but maybe learning things a little bit sooner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Same with, like, Asuma, how it's like Shikamaru is doing what Naruto is now doing, but Shikamaru has been doing it for, like, a little while of learning from the mistakes of the people before you.
Mm-hmm.
And taking that with you and really putting it into practice. Yeah, and then Naruto goes in and talks to them.
And he wants to fucking kill him so bad, but he knows that is not the answer.
Yeah.
It's just gonna perpetuate things even further. So, in order to pass a true judgment, to know if, like, maybe they are worth killing, maybe they're not, or whatever, or whatever the answer is really complicated, and you can't just, like, make a blanket decision based on.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, if if Naruto gets the entire story and determines that this guy will forever be a danger to society and forever be trying to kill us all.
Yeah.
Well, then he probably shouldn't be allowed to just go free and do on his own accord. But if it's like, oh, well, there is another way, then that should be explored.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, if he did kill him, it shouldn't just be because he wants to kill him.
Yeah.
It should be because that's, like,
the right
thing to do, I guess.
Yeah. Try to be a little bit more objective about it, or at least try to, and that requires some more information about it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, because it's all, like, his whole thing is about understanding. People can never understand each other, and even if you can never truly comprehend the pain. So the only way for you to understand is for you to feel the same pain and undergo the same loss, which is what he was doing.
But like he said, even like I've said about his logic, kind of in general, it's always, oh, the only way is for this to happen, but even then, you're a different person, so it's still not going to be the exact same.
Yeah. But, again, his thing is also, what's your alternative? Mm-hmm. So you go ahead and poke as many holes as you want in my theory, but at least have something else to bring to the table. Don't just, I'm not going to stop just because you say what I'm doing is bad. I disagree, so it's my word against yours. What you're saying is nowhere near more objective or has some greater understanding. You don't have any answers. I'm proposing an answer. Just because you refuse it doesn't make you right. Because in my head, I think that this has a relatively high chance for peace. You don't have any chance for peace because you don't have any strategy or idea whatsoever. So who the fuck are you to tell me that I'm wrong when you don't have any plans yourself? That's basically what he's saying. And so again, I'll say it, like we talked about this either last episode or the one before, but it's like, so what if things go back to the way they are now? So what if eventually things fizzle out and people forget the pain, or people forget the understanding that was achieved by that pain, at least for a time, there will be peace. And that is worth, and even if there's 20 years of peace, that's worth more than your 0 years of peace because you don't have any plan. Just because you're saying all this shit doesn't actually mean anything. I have a plan that can achieve these goals, and it's definitely bloody. It's not the best solution, but it's the one we have. If you have a better one, let me know. But if you don't fucking waste my time, basically, is what he's doing. Mm-hmm. So, if Naruto can somehow come up with a better solution, then maybe he will, but it's also hard to say. That's what Naruto's trying to figure out is he the type of guy who will listen if Naruto has a better solution? Or is he the type of guy who will just destroy everything just because? Mm-hmm. So, here we go. Here we go. Anything else you want to say about the episode?
I think that's pretty much it.
If you guys enjoyed this reaction, and hope you leave a like and subscribe, and check out Patreon to get a week ahead if you just can't wait for the next one. We're jumping right after the 2 filler episodes. We're jumping right into it, so we'll see you there. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.